Really, Rob got us off to such a hot start. He played so well offensively in the first half. Well, really, BJ too. BJ hit them first two shots that were huge, and just from the jump, we just had a ton of confidence. And I think anytime, again, we've talked about it at length, anytime your offense is playing well and you're hooked up defensively, we were in a yin and yang situation, clutch and break in that first half, and had a couple spotty moments there to start the second half. But again, it was the way that we played defense, Eric. Against Tech, we came out so well in the first half that you're like, man, I don't know if this can continue, just the way that we played offensively in that game. But today felt differently because it was defense as well. We were just cooking on both sides of the ball, and our guys I wasn't sure, to be honest with you. They've been quiet the last couple days, and I think they're just all kind of getting into this locked-in state, and they understand what it is, and they knew that we did not play our best against them at home and gave one away, so they were motivated to come back and get this one, and we did, obviously, in a real just not a whole lot to say. I mean, we just played fantastic.
And the turnovers low again, only 8 turnovers. Here's the thing. You forced 14, pretty good, but you scored 25 points off of those 14 turnovers. You outscore them in points off turnovers 25-8. I mean, that is a lopsided paddling.
Yeah, and really what it was, too, Eric, is because of the first half, we made, again, at our place, they controlled tempo, and our offense was not moving well. We took really quick shots, and so then they just played into how they wanted to play it. And once we had that great first half the way that we did, and our offense was moving and they were struggling to score, we were now in control of everything. And so now they press a little bit harder on the offensive side. And then they pressed themselves. They went zone for the first time in a long time. So they're trying to reinvent themselves during the game because nothing was going right for them because we were putting so much pressure on them offensively. So I'm really pleased with the way that our guys understood the game plan and we made them play at our tempo just like they made us play at their tempo at our place. So it was a complete flip to win here 3 out of 5 years that I've been the coach, and to not win at home. It's a weird game and weird statistics, but when it matters the most, we're playing really good basketball right now. We got to continue that, obviously, as we head down the stretch. But that's it. It's hard to find anything we didn't play perfect, but played pretty dang close to it.
So at halftime, you had 2 points off your bench. Braxton Stacker hit a jumper, and those were the only 2 bench points you had. You had 16 bench points in the second half, and you just got contributions from all over the place. I mean, obviously, Rob Martin was on fire tonight, 27 points, 16 for B.J. Ward, but the bench really contributed in extending that 16-point halftime lead.
Yeah, and to me, that's the thing. It was about 8 minutes left, and it felt like the game was over. We're up 20. And I kind of got on the guys a little bit just because I don't want us to get laxed or think the game is over. It's never over, in these types of games, just in college basketball in general. So you don't want to get laxed and give away momentum that you've worked so hard to gain. We got to continue to be a machine. And so to see us go from 20 to 30-point lead, that was impressive. And a lot of that, to me, again, TJ making back cuts. I thought David Idata did a great job of making himself available at the rim. And just those back-breaking plays. Again, they had to press, and they're not a pressing team. They're not a fast-paced team. And so now when they're pressing, B.J. Ward breaks the press, throws a lob to BT. David's at the rim, drop down. I thought Teddy made a great play to B.J. Ward. He hit this 3 in front of you on the right wing. He could have shot a pull-up, but he got to the paint, kicked it out to B.J. Bang, dagger 3. We had a lot of these. There are certain things that were plays. Yeah, it was a 3-point shot, but those things feel like 5 and 6 points when the right play is made. You just break the other team's back. So our bench did a nice job, and I thought TJ did an excellent job of that. Saxon even got a layup late because they're calling timeouts and pressing down 30 with 2 minutes left. So we'll take those opportunities all day long.
Boy, this team's not scared of the road, are they, man? You've had some big road wins this year.
Yeah, and have played really well. Not a bunch of turnovers. Just really efficient basketball on the road, which is we're at that point too, Eric. We've cut back practice significantly, and again, it's the maturity of our guys being able to take that and still be able to play at a high level like they did today. That's encouraging.
13 games into the conference season, tied for first place. What else could you have asked for before the season started? You've given yourself a chance.
Yeah, that's the exciting part. Obviously a lot of basketball left to be played, but I mean, we're playing well. Our teams have consistently played well towards the end for the most part. But I just like the feel and the vibe of this team. a lighthearted group. Again, they allow me to coach them hard. The staff gets to coach them hard, and they respond the right kind of way. And we're just getting contributions from all over the place, and that's what makes you a really dangerous team is when you're a connected group, you're physical, you're tough, and you can play on the road. We don't get rattled too bad. So we've got to continue that. Still not out of the woods as it relates to road games at Southern Indiana, at Little Rock. Those are the next two biggest games because they're the next two games.
These guys are freaking competitors. They know what happened the first time you played Morehead State.
Yeah.
How motivated were they to, this is not going to happen to us again, not against this team.
Yeah, and again, we got beat by Little Rock at home, and of course we've lost a couple others. But it's the way that we played. We just know we didn't even give ourselves a chance against them the first time in that second half. It was a one-point game at half. But, again, when you've got highly competitive guys that, like you said, that truly enjoy playing and working hard, they're going to respond the right kind of way, and they responded today because, again, they didn't get our best shot the last time we played. And then, to your question earlier, Eric, about first place, like you can try to hide as much as you want this day and age. There ain't no hiding anything, so you might as well just embrace it. They all know what they're playing for, so let's embrace it. But understand what's going to allow us to continue to be there and to continue to fight for that top seed. But again, it's exciting, and it should be the way that we play today.
And their worst loss in 20 years in a conference game in their building. Nicely done. That was fun to watch. Congratulations, Coach. We'll see you Saturday.
All right. Sounds good, Eric. Thank you.
All right. That's the Red Hawks head coach, Brad Korn. SEMO with a massive win here. They knock off the Morehead State Eagles tonight, a 29-point road win. Go around.